Hey, 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 it's me, Jean, and I wanted to say, hey, it's a Thursday, and I'm going to do a quick live, not going to take very long, but I think it's really kind of a fun live. It is a problem that we all have, even ourselves, when we are trying to get something done that's like not exciting, maybe kind of icky, and just has to be done, right? So this will help us out as well as our kids, okay? So I'm Jean Harville, and I am the founder of this group, Raising Motivated Learners, and I'm also the founder of the Rethink Learning Academy. So here we go. How to make icky chores fun. Okay. Now, a lot of our kids who struggle in learning may have a really good visual processing part of their brain. And a lot of kids who have dyslexia have a good visual processing of their brain, meaning they need to see the whole picture. They want to see everything that's involved. Or have you ever heard of someone say that they think in pictures? Yeah, that's me. I think in pictures. When somebody is describing something to me, I've got pictures going in my head, a little flow, a little movie or whatever that's going on in my head, in my brain. That's how I remember what it is I'm supposed to do. What's step 1, what's step 2, what's step 3, because I have it as a picture in my brain. That is something I found out about myself, after I had struggled through school, went through college, and even teaching for the first few years. Finally figured out that that's actually how I think. So it's a matter of just honing it in. Now, oftentimes I will ask other people and they'll say, but it's not really vivid. It's not like really bright. It doesn't have to be, but actually the more you use that process system, it does become brighter and becomes quicker. So for me, for listening to a lecture, I can't just write down simple little words. I have to write out the whole lecture, which is impossible when your teacher is speaking like really fast and really quickly, and I just can't write that fast. So making images, making brains, especially in history class, when you've got it's all that activity of the wars, the just whatever is going on in history at the time, the pilgrims, so whatever, you can kind of see that in your mind's eye. It may not be exactly the way it looked, but it's enough of representation for you to figure that out, right? So stories are really, really important. Here's how we can make chores, those icky chores, fun, okay? So have you ever asked your child, hey, I need for you to take out the garbage? And they goes, okay, cool, whatever. And so they take off. And before you even finish, you may say like, take out the garbage and take this bag of recycling with you and put that in the bucket recycling bin right next to the garbage can. Okay, great. Out the door they go. And then they're gone for a little bit. So you just go about your business. They come back in. And you ask, well, did you have any trouble getting the garbage bag in the garbage can? And they're like, what are you talking about? Well, and then you look down and there's the garbage right there. And there's the recycling that you asked for them to take out. They're still sitting there. But he wasn't being disobedient. He just did not make a connection with what your words were, the language that you were saying, the words, and what it is that he needed to do. So what do we do about that, right? One of those things is, of course, you could draw out a picture. You can actually take a snapshot, a picture of the garbage can or whatever, so he can see that picture. Oh, I'm going out there to that green garbage can or whatever. So that's one way. Or you can actually just draw a picture for them so they think in pictures, okay? And this is before they really get really good at being able to make those images in their brain. Number 2, another thing you could do is walk along with them. And this is how you do it, the training, I'll come along with me and I'm going to show you what's the best way or the funnest way of taking out the garbage, the icky garbage, right? And so you go with them and you talk about everything that you're doing, hey, wouldn't it be fun if, we walk down the sidewalk here, we're going to take the garbage and put it right in the can. Now, if the can is full and when you're putting the garbage in there, what do you think would be a good thing that we could do to, just kind of make it into, just talk to them about what is going on. Problem solve if there's ever a problem, right? And then, I got a little stray hair. And then number 3, you can actually create a story around this activity. just be like, just do it together, create the story. You know, you can use one of the characters that they love, one of the Star Wars characters, or some character that they really love to watch, or to be, you know, to be in. Like, I think of Jiminy Cricket, but that's my era. You know, but something that they are excited about, and have them tell a story, go through a story, and they could even make up the story. You could make it up along with them, exactly what the character has on, what color shoes, what color shorts, what color shirt, top, hair, you know, whatever that character has on, and then make it really vivid and rich, because the more that you can make those images rich, then they're more likely they're going to remember them. Have them see the character walking out, or picking up the garbage, and then walking out the door, opening the doorknob, doorknob, you know, the door opens, makes a noise, you know, and you could just, and it's a green door with little panels in it. You could really get into great detail about it. And then there's a screen door, so they have to open the screen door as well, you know, and you have to hold it open. And if you don't hold it open, it'll pop back on you because that spring is on it, right? Walking out, taking a step down the step. So you can just kind of create the story, and you could even have an animal character in there, maybe a dog or a rabbit, or a turtle, something that is exciting for your child, that they are, you know, the animals going along with them and helping them with the garbage and taking the garbage out. Create the story that's just magnificent. On the way to the garbage can, he spied, you know, whatever nemesis that they have in their stories that they have. They spied the bully, or they spied the something that's going on, you know, that I don't really know exactly, but you have to figure it out with your kids. You know, some kids like Star Wars, and so they were with the laser one, bing, bing, bing. So they had to duck behind the fencing, you know, so they could get to the garbage can without this character. You just make up all sorts of stories, and your child can chime in too and add more to the story. Makes it a lot more fun. You also are teaching language. You're also teaching them how to visualize, because that is extremely important, that they will be able to visualize, especially if that is their strength. And if kids are struggling with dyslexia, they have, that actually is a strength for them. They think in pictures, they think as visual processes. Words don't mean anything. The logical, you know, patterns of letters and sounds and that are in words, it takes a lot of work and drill on that skill. It doesn't mean anything, and oftentimes they have this visual field that they can use their imagination, and it's an incredible. Some of us, you know, don't use our imagination very much, but these kids can use their imagination. Make it fun, grow that imagination, because that is a skill that they're going to need when they are in school, when they're reading and, you know, struggling through and reading, or if they're listening to a lecture, they're holding that information in an image in their brain. It's the words are not going in one ear and out the other, and they totally forget what the professor or the teacher is speaking to them about, but they can block it by creating an image in their head. Ah, yes, now I know, I see the whole picture, and, you know, and that's how they learn. I know it's kind of hard if you don't do that. It's a little bit more difficult if you yourself don't do that, but believe me, a lot of our kids who struggle with learning, and especially our children who have dyslexia, do this, okay? And even our ADHD kids do this as well. So it's a really fun skill to practice and hone in when you're not actually in front of a book and having them read and do an assignment. You can train that visual processing of their brain, the imagery part of their brain, outside of the school classroom, outside of the walls. You can have so much fun with it and really let their imagination flow. And then you are developing this great tool that they can use and utilize in school when they go back to school in the fall. So anyway, if you want to go a little bit further with me, you want to have a little bit more of a discussion, like what exactly could that look like, you know, I will put a link down below, and you can click that, and we can just do pop open a Zoom call and just have it more of a chat about how that could look for you and for your child as well. So I'm going to sign off for now, and you all have a really, really great day. Bye.